Welcome everybody. It is tier 2 time. Let's go ahead, see where we are at. Y'all already know it's Portugal. What a surprise. Portugal is a 2.8 mile circuit and it's 15 turns. It's gonna be really fun. It doesn't look anything like what you see on your screen now, sadly, but you'll see soon why I say that. It is again, 2.8 mile circuit, basically 2.9, 15 turns, all of them really slippery for your rear tires to wear out, and these drivers are going to be definitely slipping and sliding today. Let's go ahead and introduce our commentators for today. It's going to be DMasterOG and Miniko. We are back, at least I am. How you doing, Miniko?
I am doing quite well. Obviously, we've had a lot of action in Portugal already. Obviously, you have been quite a bit a part of that. But we've had some good battles as well in the other tiers. We'll just have to see what tier 2 has in store for us. And, well, we already have something exciting, don't we?
Yeah, let's go ahead and reveal what's going on, as this is going to be definitely an interesting race. Let's go ahead and see. It's full wet. It is full wet conditions. There is not a spot of dryness in here. It's going to be a crazy race. 100%, 1000%. What's going to go on here? Because I've been missing from tier 2 for like a couple of weeks now, getting my internet sorted out. But I'm back. You haven't left because, you know, you're just the goat of tier 2. How have things been while I was away?
Well, the thing is, I wasn't actually here in Vegas, so you would be you'd be a bit wrong on that.
Well,
but I have been kind of keeping up a little bit, and but looking over at the good old race classification, it looked like quite an interesting race to say the least. City of R won it last week by just over 2 seconds over Zeech in second. He got his podium, and then Shry in third, followed by Beamer in fourth. Andy coming up out of nowhere in the top 5. So
jeez.
if Andy's up there in the top 5, something happened.
Something must have happened. There must have been chaos. I'll probably be watching that one after this. But, you know, we've got a race on our hands that we got to watch first. It's going to be it's going to be a very fun one, to say the least. This qualifying is already going to be a tense one, as Zeech has already started his first flying lap of this quali session. How slippery are these conditions? You, as someone who hasn't practiced wet driving at all, oh my god. Did you see that? That was big sideways. Ooh, the chassis already over. Chassis already over.
That's actually the thing about Chazzy.
He
He
has
had a qualification ban going into this race.
Yeah, I kind of knew that. I was just yeah. Chazzy is quali banned. He's not going to be participating today. He probably didn't want to anyways, because these conditions are horrid. They absolutely do not seem fun to drive in. But yeah, let's get back to the question. How do you think things are going to go?
Well, just by looking at Zeech, when he went through turn 3, just that big slide, it's going to be difficult through some of those low-speed corners. And also, let's not forget, turn 4 with that uphill. It's already low on traction as it is. There's going to be a lot of slipping and sliding. The rear end is definitely going to be complaining. The grip is just, it's not there whatsoever. It's going to be quite a challenge for these Tier 2 drivers. Obviously, they're near the top in terms of pace level. Oh my, Zeech again! Wow!
Left to the right, to the left again. Woo!
I don't know how he's managed to keep that on track, but fair play. He's going to be the first one set time, 29.3. Somebody is most likely going to beat that.
100%.
But yeah, it's just the rear end. The rear end is like not a rear end. It's like you're missing a rear wing.
It's like you're.
So you have to be so tentative on the throttle, and in braking as well. Braking will be pretty difficult for them, especially through some corners such as turn 8. Turn 1 will also be very interesting.
Happy like
it's gonna be a roller coaster. Nobody's gonna be able to keep consistent pace.
No. We still don't know what's gonna be happening in the race, because we don't have that information. If any of the drivers would love to give that to us. Terror goes 29.1, about 0.2 faster, so they are getting quicker, but it's still treacherous conditions. As you said, these tires have no grip on the rear end. It's basically like driving Max Verstappen's car every week. Yeah, it's just I wouldn't say undrivable, but as close to it as you can be. Look at how wet this main straight is. There's just no way. Jesus.
Yeah, it is absolutely treacherous. It's hard to even pick the racing line.
Dreams
you
is
can't
on
even
the
tell where
wall.
it is almost.
Dreams
you
is
can barely see it.
Yeah, like the only reason I can see the racing line is because there's a dark spot where people are going over it and getting water out of there, but I don't think this is going to interest conditions. Zeech, 0.4 faster.
Okay. I nearly just saw a full-on collision between an Alpine and a Red Bull, that being of Axis and Spanini. Spanini went round at turn 3, locking the rears, not able to keep the car, and Axis approaching onto the scene on his outlap, nearly went straight into the Red Bull. Luckily, nothing bad happened, but a bit of a scary moment.
100%.
And that's just how it is with this rain. That's just how it's going to be. You have to be really careful.
You have to be careful, but these are Tier 2 drivers. They're not going to be careful. They're going to be on the limit. Even on the outlap, they're going to be not pushing, but trying to get the heat into the tires in these horrible conditions. I bet the tires aren't even up to temperature on a fast lap. Like, just now, Simon just went wide. I was just watching on board. He didn't even make turn 1. The tires are not up to temperature yet. Even then, they're not giving the grip because there's just no grip to be had. It's treacherous. I definitely don't think that we're gonna get too far into the 28s, well 27s. I mean, they'll improve, but interest conditions is definitely out of the question here.
Oh Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's not even close to that. I mean, just look at the amount of spray coming off of the cars. It's
I don't have
mental,
spray on.
really. Oh well, I do, and well, the spray is pretty bad.
Should I turn it on for the stream's sake? I mean,
if you want to, go right ahead.
I kind of like seeing the cars, but you know,
that's fair.
Yeah, let's. I'm sorry, y'all have to see this. Let me go real quick. So y'all.
I do have a bit of information on the race, by the way.
Yes, let's hear it.
There is a bit of sun, but drivers are reporting that there could be rain later on. As to when, I don't know, but it could be a potentially dry to wet or wet to dry race. Who knows? But
all right,
that is potentially what's in store for us. Right now in qualifying, as you can see,
it is full wet. It is full wet. I've turned on the particles so y'all can see the amount of water coming off that Miniko is talking about, but yeah, it's treacherous. Like, even without this, you can see just the puddles and puddles of water. And honestly, I'm surprised not many other people in Gamer have you know, retired, because they are pushing. I see them sliding. Every time I switch to another person, they're sideways, just because there's no grip.
Yeah, you have to be extremely smooth with throttle application and steering and all that stuff. And yeah, as you can see, Happy spinning around over at turn 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I caught that. I caught that as well. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Axe is going to come across the line. He's going to go up to second place, so he's at least finding some pace. Half a second off. Sorry, not half a second. Half a tenth.
Yeah.
Off of Zeech. But this is going to throw an interesting curveball in terms of strategy, because we don't know when the rain is going to come. We don't know if rain even exists in the first place, and everybody is going to have a fresh set of tires. So what is that going to have in store for us?
I don't know. Everyone's going to have, what, 3 sets of softs, 2 sets of mediums, and a hard? That is going to be a very interesting strategy, because you can make medium soft soft work, or you can make soft medium soft. Like, there's just so many things that could happen. That, you know, this is going to be a hell of a race to watch. As you know, we're just watching everyone finish out their couple first bankers. I would probably think that everyone's going out just getting a clean air on track, having a little bit more fuel load than optimal, but just doing laps on laps to keep going faster. Hi everyone in chat. Thanks Gamer for letting me know you have a quality ban. I did not know that. But yeah, this is pretty mental that nobody's spun it yet. Well, nobody's died yet after so many spins, as we have another spin. Is that Andy? Does look like it. Yes, it is.
It is.
Oof.
Yeah, turn 2 and 3 are really proven to be very tricky.
They're not
we
flat.
know what fat traction is, but yeah, that's very interesting. So that is definitely going to put a bit of an interesting. I don't know where I was going with this. I'll be honest. It's definitely a spanner in the works. There it is.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to say.
Spanner in the works. That's the right quote for it. As Andy gets back underway, and I really don't even know who to watch for, because everyone is either on a lap, on an invalid, or I can't tell what their delta is because they're on an out lap. It's just, there's so many things going on at the same time. We're just gonna have to wait until the last part when everyone is done, and we'll see where everyone ends up. Currently, Zeech leads the way by about half a tenth, as Miniko pointed out earlier, from Axis. Logical Terror is about, I'd say, a tenth and a half back from the top 2. You can definitely get that with just a little bit more traction out of some corners. Beamer currently going out on a little sideways there up the hill. Beamer currently going on his out lap, starting his flying lap now. We'll see what he does here in a little bit. Hopefully an improvement. Freddy is P5 currently with a 29.4. I mean, it's so close between everyone here. Between what, like 3rd and 9th is the same second. For wet conditions, that is pretty nuts.
I mean, looking at the gaps right now, you go from 1st all the way down to 7th, and it's just over
a
6
second.
tenths.
Yeah.
Which seems quite big, but you gotta remember it's the wet, as you mentioned. So yeah, it is quite close, but it could all change within a matter of seconds, because everybody's just doing push lap over push lap over push lap, because you want to do multiple laps.
Yeah,
not only get
exactly.
the tires up, but to also just find the grip. And that's exactly what a lot of drivers seem to be doing, especially Zeech, because he did a second lap. And well, here he is, provisional pole. He is going to go on a lap again. We'll see what he can do. But yeah, you just see a bunch of people, not many people in the pits, a lot of people on a lap.
Look at the...
That's just how much getting track knowledge is so crucial.
Yeah, exactly. Look at how many people have done the fastest lap on many lap tires. Look at the best detail. You can literally see the best tires, the best times are on the second, third, or fourth lap for the top 10. As Beamer sets the fastest lap by 75 thousandths. And it moves Axis way Zeech. I don't know if you saw Zeech, but Zeech was big sideways up the hill at turn 7. Whew. Jeez, these guys are pushing.
But I was also watching the AlphaTauri of Merc, who just jumped up to 5th place. He had a huge improvement on his lap. We're talking around about a second worth of lap time. He's jumped up to 5th, so a very good lap time from the AlphaTauri, who admittedly has not really had the best of times in Tier 2, but we'll see. Maybe the wet could be suited to him. We'll have to find out. 4 minutes and 40 left in qualifying. This entire leaderboard could still very much shake up.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is there a point to asking who you think is going to be on pole? Because anyone has the chance to set a lap.
My answer is anybody in the top 17.
Yeah, literally anyone. Well, maybe not 17. I think getting a second and a half is a little bit of pushing it. That is a lot of time to find. But yeah, you do never know. You do never know. It is wet conditions. Someone could just pop in a flyer, get some good traction. And yeah, Zeech will be flying. We'll just have to see next lap. Actually, we're watching Merc, as I think he's on a cooldown lap, and he's going to go again if he has fuel. Yeah, he does. He has about 4 laps of fuel left in the car.
He might be able to do like another push lap right after this one.
He's coming into the pits.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay. So scratch that.
Yeah, scratch everything we just said.
Gamer saying in the chat that Zeech could be on for pole, which is not a bad shout. He is in P2.
All he has to do is get like a little bit more traction out of the last corner, and he's got pole. It's just that close. Like, it could do anything. Any part of an improvement could get you pole here. That is why every thousandth counts in Formula 1. As we're actually having Dreams coming to enter the pits. I was just about to say, there's only 3 people out on track currently. Two more coming out, but that is pretty weird to see that people aren't coming out earlier. Someone's trying inters. Simon is trying inters.
Simon. Interesting call. Actually, a lot of drivers are looking at inters right now. Holy, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are on inters. I don't think this is the play.
It doesn't look much different from the start of qualifying. The rain is definitely let up. I'll say that. So maybe there is a bit of improvement. Now this is actually going to be very interesting. It's going to be a matter of last person to cross the line.
Yeah.
Could very well be on pole. This is what we're in.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
What we're having. I'm loving it.
This is what we're having, and this is going to be good. Jesus, take the wheel. Should have taken the wheel seat for Aston Martin. That's funny.
I think Jesus was feeling taking the wheel today, unfortunately.
Man. I think this is going to be an insane last 2 minutes of qualifying for these Tier 2 drivers.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about it. As Simon, actually, well, Speedy Goose has crossed line to start his lap, but Simon is also going to be starting his lap as well. Everybody except 2 people are on an out lap.
Let's see how slidey Speedy Goose is on his first flyer. I would watch Simon as well. Simon just started his lap, just so we're not overlapping. Jeez, these guys have so much confidence. Oh, and it looks like Speedy Goose back off, yeah.
Yeah, and looking at Simon at the moment, he's kept it pretty calm. He had a bit of a moment
no grip.
Turn 1, but he's managed to keep it just about. He's
2,000
up in the first sector.
Yeah, he's up. He's 2.5 tenths up almost. Big slide, but it's helping him get that traction down. These guys look so hooked up. Man, yeah, this is definitely going to be the last person to cross the line. Zeech 3/10 up. He's on wets though.
Yeah, interesting call there.
Yeah,
Not
we'll
sure.
see. Simon is 6/10 off of pole, 7/10 off of pole right now. Let's see what his second sector time looks like. 8/10 down.
It could very well be Inters.
Oh my god. This is gonna be, but he's him. Zeech is him. Zeech is him. Simon's gonna cross the line first on the first interlap that we're gonna have, and it is gonna be provisional pole position. Zeech lost time. There is grip, says Chazzy.
It's grip, but not much.
Axe is on pole. He doesn't start at a lap. Simon is on provisional pole right now with half a second to Beamer. What is going on? Let's see. Axis starts his lap. Axis is going to be one of the last people to start his lap. The next person is going to be the Haas. Haas of Braided Axe? No. The Haas of Speedy Goose. Speedy Goose is the last person to cross the line. Everyone else is on a lap. The first person to cross the line that is on a valid lap is going to be
Logical Terror.
Yeah, Logical Terror. And then it's going to be what, Spanini? I think so.
Might be.
Let's see.
Gonna come across the line.
28-4, second place right now. The Inters are definitely going faster. Spanini's going to come across the line. He's only about half a second up. He's going to put it to P4. That's a pretty good lap from him, but Andy's coming across the line now. Goes to pole position by 0.03 of a second. The AlphaTauri comes across the line. Beamer with a 27.8. Stry backs him up with a second place. Freddy gets a 27. Oh my god, out of left field. What is going on here today? City of R coming across the line now. He's going to be putting it in P10. Not a great improvement from him. The other AlphaTauri driver of Ketchen improving to P7. Not able to do much better. Is Simon going to be able to get it? No, he's not. P2. He's a half a second off. What a lap. Dreams put the 27.3. 27.8.
What does Axis do? Can he go pole?
Axis goes second! Nobody can beat Freddy right now. Speedy Goose comes across the line. P8, unable to improve. Zeech is on an invalid lap, and that is qualifying finished. What a finish.
Lap. What a lap from Freddy.
Yeah.
Everybody was within a tenth of each other, like they were all so close. And then Freddy just slams down the hammer. Down 7/10 on Beamer.
Oh.
Pole time. Nobody can get within 2/10 of him. That is insane.
That is insane. The next fastest lap is going to be a 27.3. That's crazy. Let's run down this grid order while we have a chance. Freddy gets pole position by an incredible 2/10 in these tricky conditions. Axis follows him P2. Great showing from the Alpine as always. Simon getting P3. What a lap from him. He was needing that really badly. Dreams P4. Beamer, who was provisionally pole at one point, P5. And Landsharky P6. Right? I think that was the other McLaren.
Yep, it was indeed. So McLaren having a pretty good qualifying. They're both landing on the front row. Ferrari with a great qualifying on pole and in P7. So Ferrari having a good day. Speedy Goose managing to get into the top 8. Andy, I thought Andy was a good shout at pole. And look at him. He's all the way down to P9. He's a second off.
That is crazy. Look at the gap from Speedy Goose and Andy. Jesus, 700. 7,000.
Yeah, I thought after Andy putting his lap down, I genuinely thought he was going to go for pole. And then everybody just kept pumping in lap after lap after lap. And it was just, he's all the way down in P9.
Yeah, that's insane.
Insane. And those on the wets, they gained absolutely nothing from this. He's all the way down in 12th.
Yeah, he should have gone on Inters, but hindsight is 2020. That is crazy. That was the back half of the grid. If y'all wanted to see it with their times and everything, we didn't get through it, but we'll get to it in a minute. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're just, that was insane. That,
like, I genuinely don't.
Man,
I said it was going to be
full dry right now.
Across the line type of qualifying, and we were pretty close to that. Just Freddy.
Yeah.
Just slamming down a
amazing time
to get pole. His first pole, by the way, I want to mention.
Congrats. First pole of the season. Let's convert it into a win. Come on.
Yeah, what a way to do it. And well, we'll see what the race has in store for his first pole position. It's already looking quite overcast, so rain may very well be not out of the question. We're just gonna have to find out.
Hey, if anyone's able to handle the dry to wet tires, it's gonna be our tier 2 drivers. As we say that, it's gonna be 5 lights on, and they're off, and the drivers are away. Simon getting a great run. Axis taking the lead. Freddie getting a horrible run out of off the start. Freddie getting down to P3 as there's contact behind. Dreams has spun it between the McLarens. Beamer is back up to P4. There's a big contact behind. Full safety car is out. There is huge calamity back here between P10 and P20. What just happened? Can we get an explanation? I saw an Alpha Tauri backwards. I saw a Haas, not a Haas. I saw a, what was that? Who was in the middle there?
It's hard to tell, there's so much going on, but one thing's for sure is that both Williams drivers have had an absolutely horrid start. City of R, he's down 3 positions, and I believe he has front wing damage. Yeah, he's got no front wing at all. Dreams down 15 spots.
Jeez.
Dead last, he's got damage as well. Williams have had a horrid start.
I don't want to tell you this, but Merc has no front wing.
Oh my goodness. What other drivers? Ketchen also has damage.
Ketchen has damage on the front right, or front left. Zeech has damage.
Yeah, I feel like Pi surprisingly it doesn't. Gamer has damage. That's a big name right there.
Yeah.
Same with Panini. A lot of people near the back have damage. Graded Axe, he's okay. I think Chazzy is also
I think the guys up front are fine.
Yeah, just about. Wow.
From Zeech backwards, it was chaos. A lot of people are hitting. Yeah, they have to. Man, that was crazy. Let's go.
That was crazy, but Axe has taken the lead from Simon. Freddie jumping, going all the way down to 3rd after that start. Not what he would have wanted, but there's still quite a ways to go. Landsharky also had damage as well. He was up there in around 6th and 7th. And now he's all the way down in P11. Look how many drivers are in the pit lane.
Half the field is in the pit lane. Half the field got damage.
Dreams didn't even go in either. So it could have very well been a majority of people in the pit lane.
He didn't go in because his teammate was needing a front wing change.
Yeah.
Like a full front wing change. Man. So many things happened on turn 1. Actually, I don't know if we should even go back through the stream and watch it, but if someone can get a clip of that, I will definitely bring it up on stream and we can watch that during another safety car. Because I don't know if we'll have time right now, but let's run through the order after the positions have changed for 1 lap, 1 corner, 2 corners. Axis takes the lead of the race. Simon gets P2 from Freddie. Freddie had a bad start, got moved down to P3. Beamer has moved up to P4. Speedy Goose is all the way up to P5. Shry is on P6. Very good come up from Shry to get that position back. And you know, Andy has had one hell of a start. Andy and Logical Terror have gained 2 and 3 positions, 7 and 8. Braided Axe up 8 positions from where he started. That's insane.
He was just able
Dream comes into the pits.
Yeah, he does. And well, I'm looking over at tires now. And by the way, quick mention.
Yeah.
City of R was the only person out of all that to not have changed spots up until now, because as you can see, he's in the pit. Dreams is in the pits. City of R is not. But looking over at tires, it's actually quite a bit of a mixture, more than I expected. The top 5 on a set of softs. Then you got 6th all the way down to 10th onto a set of mediums. We'll make that actually down to 11th. Then you got Ketchen on hard, Zeech on softs, City of R mediums, Happy, Gamers, Panini on the set of softs, Dreams, and Merc on mediums. So a bit more of a mixture than I expected. And, well, that now just throws into the question, when is the rain going to come?
Merc changes to softs. I think Ketchen is overshooting how long this rain is going to come with. Honestly, I think that's a decent play from Ketchen. You know, one of your drivers had a good play. What a surprise. But, yeah, after that damage, he... after that damage, he needed to do something, and I think he's going to go either until the next safety car or the rain comes. And looking at the sky, I don't think that's going to be too far from now. It is getting really dark here at Portimao. And as you said earlier, there is a mixture of what tires everyone's on. This top 5 group is going to be wanting to pull away from this middle 6 group, just so they don't keep dragging them along. If they do, safety cars in the slot, by the way. If they do, this is going to be a problem for those top 5 that are needing to use these tires up. As let's go ahead, follow on board with Axes as he is the one restarting the pack. Everyone has caught up. The safety car is about to be in the pit, so we are good to go from any time around now. Beamer looks to be a little bit too side-by-side for my comfort, but he's slotting back in line now. Let's get on board with him while he starts. And he's going. He's gone. He's not caught Simon too far off guard. He's still about 6/10, but he has gone. There's a big gap from Beamer and Speedy Goose. Not that big, actually, as Shry gets past Speedy Goose, makes the move past right after the finish line, going a little defensive, and it looks like Logical Terror gets past Andy. Andy losing 1 position off that restart, make that 2 positions as, nope, Braided Axe try to look up the inside, did not make the move stick as Lane Sharky is still getting pressured from Chazzy. Everything is going on at once. Let's go up front. It looks like Braided Axe is taking Andy now. Andy and Lane Sharky have gone over and past the 2 Mercedes. They're still side by side, Chazzy and Lane Sharky. He's going to give him a little bit of a squeeze, and he slots in behind Chazzy. Very good choice to just keep his front wing. Z trying to look up the inside, nothing being able to happen. But that was a pretty exhilarating race from those guys trying to keep position and be the lead tire runner at this point. Well, they're still going side by side. Oh, Chazzy! Not Chazzy. Lane Sharky hit Zeech. Zeech had to go a little bit wide with that contact. Going a little bit side by side back here. I think City of R just got a little bit of a push there from, or gave a little bit of a push, as we actually have Gamer and Ketchen went side by side through turn 14. Coming across 14 now, they almost side by side. He's going to have this slipstream. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here, as these are the Constructors leaders right now.